Everything is right with the Cleveland Browns getting the win, going down to Jacksonville. Defense looked great to end that game. Special teams, incredible punt there from Bojorquez at the very end of the game. Deshaun, good first half. Second half, it was okay. It was okay. But we are moving on with some confidence to host the Giants this weekend. Eric, what are your expectations against New York?
Yeah, the Giants are coming off a game where they were showing signs of life on their offense, something they hadn't seen the week prior. The special teams really did them in. They had kicking injuries. They signed, ironically, a former Cleveland Browns kicker, Greg Joseph, to be playing against us this week. I'm not terribly concerned about Daniel Jones's ability to throw the football. However, he did find Malik Nabers 10 times for 127 yards and a touchdown last week. So obviously with Denzel Ward being limited last week, it's going to be up to MJ Emerson, Greg Newsome, and Cameron Mitchell to step it up in the secondary and focus a lot of their attention to the rookie wide receiver. I would have JOK, Jordan Hicks, and some of the defensive ends. Doesn't even have to be Miles, but to just kind of step up and kind of focus their game plan around stopping the run and having Daniel Jones throw the ball. Not only does Jones have a good ability to extend plays and get out of the pocket and run for long gashes, Devin Singletary had almost 100 yards rushing last week, 5.9 per yards per carry and a touchdown. So, you know, I think our defense is strong enough, so I think we should be able to kind of get them going in one direction, that being the passing game. Offensively, we just kind of have to do what the Commanders did not do last week, and that was find the end zone. Jane Daniels had 226 yards passing. Brian Robinson had 133 yards rushing. Those are both pretty solid numbers. 226 isn't a great number, but that's more than Deshaun Watson's had in the first two games. So let's put that in perspective. That being said, yes, find the end zone. The Browns were in a terrible conditions last week, and even they were able to find the end zone more than what we could say for the Steelers on a consistent basis, but I can't say too. So yeah, that's the name of the game. Be it the run or the pass, we got to find a way to have points going through the end zone, and most importantly, stop dropping the ball. And I didn't think I'd be saying this, but Amari Cooper, please hang on to the ball. And that's really going to prevent these drives from getting cut short and settling for field goals instead of touchdowns. So make the points count and, play a clean game. Get rid of those penalties.
I think going into this season, sort of felt like the Giants would be similar to the Panthers in having an off year. Didn't find their quarterback, or when watching Hard Knocks, it sort of seemed like Daniel Jones was in question of whether he's going to continue as the Giants quarterback. But I think there's only one Panthers this year. Giants a little bit of a stronger start, and Panthers are in disarray. Drew, still, all that said, does the offense have a party this weekend?
Jeez, man, like you're getting on me for being mean to our opposing team's fans, and you over here calling the Giants the Panthers North. Yikes. Do I think the Browns offense gets on track? Yes. The short answer, yes. The Giants are one of the few teams that have both a bottom 10 offense, and you couple that with a bottom 10 defense. This is not the Eli Manning teams and the plexiglass teams from long ago. But their offense did show a little more finally last week. Devin Singletary has looked good, and Malik Nabers has looked good. Eric sort of talked a little bit about that. But, if you're asking me, is there any one player on this New York Giants team that can really wreck the game? Short answer, yeah, they do have Dexter Lawrence. He's phenomenal, and this is a painful memory. I don't know why this sticks out so well for us, or for me in particular, but this is the player that the Giants chose with the pick that the Cleveland Browns traded to them for Odell Beckham Jr. All those years ago. So he's an excellent player, and he's the guy that you're going to have to watch out for. If they can get him blocked, I think the offense gets as on track as it gets for the Browns. And if they're able to do that, I think they score enough points to win. But I've also think I've had enough of being super kind to this particular fan base, the fan base that swore to me that they wouldn't miss Odell Beckham Jr., that everything was going to be great as soon as they hired the excellent Pat Shurmur. I remember all you Giants fans on Twitter swore it was the Browns that were the problem here. So, I've been talking to just experts on the New York Football Giants here. How'd that get here? Sorry, guys. And they told me to make sure that we mention that their fans are convinced every year that there's going to be players that go play for them, both their football and basketball team. That's how they got both LeBron James and Donovan Mitchell. They both signed with the Knicks, if you'll recall, if you listen to all the Giants fans about that. But this is also, my friends told me, make sure you say that the New Jersey Giants were the first team in NFL history to score 3 touchdowns, give up 0, and lose the game in regulation. This is a team that will be able to snatch defeat away from the jaws of victory that only the Browns could really rival here in these last 10 years or so. So no, I don't think this team is going to give us a whole lot of problems, and I think the Browns actually do get back on track this week.
It's very nice to have that Eagles shirt. You don't
It's coming handy.
Feel the pain of a heartbreaking loss, but you can just use it to inflict hurt on opposing fan bases.
Yeah, it's coming handy these first 3 weeks. We're 2 out of 3 these first 3 weeks. That's probably going to be it for it, but it came in real handy early on.
So the pressure cools off a little bit on the Browns. The eyes will still be on the offense. But Amari Cooper might have the flashlight on him or the spotlight on him of who needs to show up. He had that one big drop pass. I would love to see a huge game from Amari Cooper. Jerry Jeudy showed up. We saw a lot of the Browns wide receivers, David Njoku, out in the previous game. So spreading the ball around, I think if Deshaun can play a complete game, man, we would be flying high into some of the upcoming games. But as we said, a little bit tougher than we initially thought against the Giants. So it's going to be a tough one. I'm sure the defense will show up.